Alright guys, so now we're live. It's Ben, Jimmy with the Relentless crew over here. We have our special guest today, Megan Kelly, one of our great friends from high school that's just killing the game right now and doing what she's doing. So we're gonna jump in it. We are live here now on Facebook, and then we're also live on our link that's gonna be on the page right now. So let's jump into it. What's up, Jimmy?
What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm not too bad, guy. Not too
How
bad.
was your day, man?
It's going good. It's doing really good. Really good. So Megan, now we're here. We've been wanting to have you here for about a week now.
Yes.
So how are things going?
Man, they're going good.
Yeah.
Yes. So my week was crappy. My kids were sick. My husband was sick. I was sick. So we're like coming out of it, feeling good.
Feeling good? Perfect. There's nothing worse than having a sick child.
No.
And then being sick on
the
top of
worst thing
it.
is when you're sick and your children like want to be there.
Yeah,
you're like,
for sure.
Get out of here. I don't need you here right now.
And then if dad's 6'2",
then there's no help. Then you
At
just
least we
you're all
took
just,
turns, right? I
That's
guess.
good. Hey, that's a whole part of being married and parenting together, right? It's allowing each other to take turns, and like when someone's super stressed, then the other one just takes over, right?
Yeah.
And then vice versa. I mean, that's the best part of it.
It's a beautiful mess.
Oh, for sure.
I'll just say that.
For sure. For sure.
That stress 100%.
Yeah, we've both been there for sure, and I'm sure everyone out there who's watching right now that you've all been there too. So, well, let's jump into it. I mean, Megan, we went to school together since middle school.
Yeah.
Middle school.
It's like forever.
It's been a long time.
We've known each other for like what, 18 years or something.
Something like that. God, we're getting
That's
old,
very-
guys.
You guys want to hear something scary? We graduated 8 years ago.
I know.
No, it was 9 years ago.
Was it 9?
9 years
9
ago.
years?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah.
make it worse.
Yeah, our 10 years next year.
Yeah.
So everyone who's friends with us on Facebook and watching us will be at the 10-year,
Yes.
maybe.
No, we
I don't
will.
know. Oh, we will.
We will.
Okay.
We're going to be there. We will be there.
You kidding me? We're going to be bossing that.
That's
10 years, man.
right.
Yeah.
Megan,
We're going to be in charge of it.
Where are you from?
Well, I'm from here, but I live in American Fork right now.
So you're from Payson?
Yeah.
Born and raised?
Well, I mean, I was born in like Springville, but I don't consider that my home.
No.
So I was here from like 8 on,
Yeah.
and so Payson's really like where I would consider home.
Paces where the heart is, right?
Yeah.
No,
maybe
for sure.
maybe explain to the listeners what it's like to grow up in Payson.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, it's a great place. I loved Payson. So I felt like it was such a great community.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, obviously I played sports and everything like that, so I think that helps. But small town, I mean, I feel like I was super, like when I joined the Army, I did not know anything.
Yeah.
So I
So
was like
super like sheltered.
oh, like so sheltered. But honestly, so homey,
Yeah.
and I don't know, it was just a sweet small town, but like
And,
there's a movie theater, so
Yeah,
at least you have
that's
that.
what we had, right?
I remember when they built the movie theater. That was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, we've made it. It's
And the
Payson.
bowling alley, it
Yeah.
was like, what?
Right?
Well, I still remember when I was a kid that we used to watch. Everyone would gather at the Hewish.
Oh yeah.
So like, I mean, that's where we watched movies. I mean, that's where I saw Toy Story.
I think that's
you know
where
what
I saw Toy Story. That's
You
like
know
the
what I
one
mean?
movie.
Like
that
that was
comes
like
to
our
mind.
movie theater. They only played like 2 movies at a time,
Yes.
and you like kind of be there at certain times for each movie. And
And it was cool to like walk to the gas station, even
Yeah.
if it was like a mile and a half away.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get snatched.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Or if your friends lived on the other side of town, you're like, hey, I'm coming over, I'm riding my bike, or I'm skateboarding,
Yeah.
or I'm gonna bring my scooter, and they're like, well, bring me a drink on the way. Like, how do you want me to carry all this crap?
Yeah, but you made it happen.
You did, and you made it happen. So that, I mean, I think you're right. Like just being in a small town and growing up in a small town like Payson. I mean, we were sheltered. We didn't have much to do, but literally we took advantage of it,
It was
and
so fun.
we did so much shit between Payson, Santaquin. You know what I mean? Going out
So
into
much
Genola and everything like that. And
Yeah.
we had the mountains right up here and everything. So I mean, we basically used what we had and had a damn good time.
It was way fun.
I had a good time.
I had a great time too. I loved it. I love it. It's great. I miss it.
Yeah, I know. I would go back. If I could go back, I wouldn't change much things. The only thing I would change is get better grades in high school.
Yeah.
Everything else, I'd
I
probably
help
keep
you
the
out,
same.
though.
I'd probably keep the same. So tell us what'd you do right out of high school? Graduated in 2009. So from 2009, let's go from there. Like what'd you do?
So I actually, before I graduated, I joined the Army.
Uh huh.
And that's kind of weird. I never thought I was going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like my senior year. I was in a dental assisting course, like at the METC.
Yeah.
And a friend friend, she had been in the Army, and I was like, what? She was like super cute. I'm like, no, whatever. And so I started just like picking her brain, and for some reason I was super intrigued. Like, I felt like I have to do this. And so, you know, like I freaking prayed about it, and I just felt like I gotta do this.
Yeah.
And so I totally joined like 18, fresh 18.
Just fresh.
Not even graduated.
Wow.
It was super weird, and I remember my mom, she's like, are you sure you want to do this? What if you meet your husband and you want to get married and you like want to have kids? And I was like, shh, girl, no. I'm not getting married till I'm like 25. Like, and then what do?
Yeah.
I graduate high school, I meet my husband like 2 months later, but then I went to basic training. So, I mean, there was like 5 months I was gone.
Yeah.
Come home, got married a little bit later. So I've been married for 8 years, which is freaking crazy.
Yeah, time flies.
Like, so crazy. But yeah, my mom, she was right. But honestly, I knew that was, like, I had to do that. Help me grow up.
Yeah.
Help me learn responsibility. And,
No,
like,
for sure.
from being, like, in Payson, I needed to get out.
Yeah.
I needed to get out, do something different, have my college paid for.
No,
'cause,
okay.
I wasn't born into a family
No.
that was going to pay for my college.
I don't think any of us were, so.
We're for Payson, come on.
I mean, come on.
Not Elk Ridge.
Yeah,
or-
I mean, you're right.
Come on. So yeah, I just wanted to do something hard, because I've always felt like I can do more.
Yeah.
And so I just like wanted to challenge myself, and it was freaking hard.
Yeah.
But it's crazy what you can do when you have to.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
for sure.
I think
for
that's
sure.
a really cool trait. I don't think a lot of people have that trait, right?
No.
Where they're just like okay with where things are going, okay how life's going, and it's just really mellow. I don't know. I know for me personally, like I have to do stuff that pushes me, or like I'm super edgy. I'm like I gotta like go skate, or I have to come up with a new drawing, or just push myself in some way. So.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Well, the thing is too, like I mean, with people like mindsets like ours, or I would say restlessness like us, is you always got to have your hands into something, or you always got to do something to keep yourself moving. Because if you don't, like being sick at home with kids, you're like like I don't. What am I doing right now? You know, like
you forget who you are.
Exactly. So
just a little extra. You got to do extra. Like even in the Army, I was like always doing extra.
Yeah.
Like I went back and did dental hygiene school in the Army, and I was like, I'm not graduating unless I graduate at the top.
Yeah.
And I totally did. And I spoke at graduation, and I was like, I just like hate not challenging myself.
No, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, it's the same way in sports too. Like, I mean, you know, especially playing high school sports in a small town like this. So if you want to get recognized in doing anything and try to go to a better college, or instead of, you know, what we have here in state, which I'm not saying what we have here in state, you know, we have BYU, we have the U.
But to be recognized like at a higher level, like a Division I level, right? Yeah.
You have to push yourself. You have to literally, I mean, you have to go from your comfort zone to a non-comfort zone. And you have to push yourself to the point to where you're like, fuck, I'm tired, you know, I'm dead, I need to eat something. And then you hurry and eat something, and then you're right back at it.
Yeah, dude, I've been doing that since I was like 8.
Yeah.
Like I sucked real bad at softball. I remember, this is funny. Okay, I remember one day me and my dad went to Hillman Field, and he was just hitting me pop flies, me and Corey.
Oh yeah.
Hit me pop flies, and I did not. We were probably there for 2 hours. I didn't catch one. Did not catch one pop fly, and I tried so hard. And Corey was catching them, you know, and I was like I suck so bad. But I seriously loved the sport so much that I would like do that kind of stuff. I remember practicing in my mirror, like my swing, like each step, and I mean, I sucked so bad that like no one wanted me on their team.
Oh, wow.
But then, you know, years later, I'm getting picked up for state, or I went to nationals with the team from Texas.
Yeah.
Like, so like working hard really gets you somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
I think that's a really good point. No matter what it is, anytime you try something, right, immediately you're going to suck at it.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people stop, right? Whether they're trying to build a business or they're trying to get good at a certain sport.
Absolutely.
They try it once and they fall down and go, this is not for me.
Yeah.
But you fail your way to success.
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Yeah, all those failures are just lessons. You're going to step up and learn how to bat better and all that stuff. I think that's something I've really been trying hard with my daughter, to try and get her to brace that concept. Like, hey, it's going to be hard right now, but eventually you're going to be really good.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, she'll get there if she's anything like you.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, I mean, my son's the same way. He's only 2, right? You know, he's getting there, but my mom bought him a little glove and a ball for his birthday, and that's like every time I get him, he goes right to the toy box, and that's what he picks up. And so I'm tossing him stuff, and like he doesn't catch it all the time, so he gets kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's fine, or when he's like swinging it on the tee and stuff, like he doesn't hit it, and he gets all like frustrated. He'll put it back on,
That's cute.
or he'll look at me to put it back on, and he's still swinging, And I think we as adults we lose that aspect of life, because when kids, when we were kids, when we failed at something, we just kept trying it, like riding a bike. You know what I mean? We just kept doing it until we finally got it. And I think as we grow older, I think we just kind of forget that concept of life is you have to try until you fully succeed at
I
something.
think we're so scared of failing, though.
Oh, yeah.
I think typically
especially
everyone, like, you're so prideful that, like, if you fail, you'll be so embarrassed and you're not vulnerable enough to actually admit it and move forward.
Oh, no,
but as
for
kids,
sure.
you're like, we all suck at something,
Yeah,
we're good. But adults are like,
true.
no, we're good at all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone has like an image that they need to keep, and especially with like the world of social media, if you fail, everyone's gonna be bumming on you or whatever. But in the end, it really doesn't matter because no one cares.
No one cares.
No.
The only person that cares is you.
Yeah,
like everyone else is like, hey, it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Stand up, it's fine.
Right?
Well, that's the thing. I think that's like how our concept of who we are and how we are as adults and want to be entrepreneurs and everything, that we're willing to help our community of entrepreneurs. Like, hey, I know you failed, man, but I mean, how many times you failed? Like, man, I failed like 50 times. Cool, I failed 250, and now we're here.
It's cool.
It's fine. If you fall on your face, get up, back up, brush yourself off, and keep moving forward. I mean, that was like Walt Disney's main thing. Keep moving forward. It doesn't matter what life brings your way or what obstacles you have. You just keep moving forward and you try. Babe Ruth, struck out thousands of times before he started hitting home runs.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I
And
love his story.
it's amazing where you can be at and then come from and then end up somewhere else.
Yeah.
And because with that hard work and dedication, it's just, I mean, your highest dreams are possible. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from, your highest dreams are possible.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most amazing thing about life is no matter what, you can make it.
Yeah.
If you just stray away from what everyone else is telling you, go out and get your shit.
Yeah.
Go get it done. Go make some money.
There's more than enough for everyone.
That's exactly right. It's exactly right. So tell us, so how long were you in the Army?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
What did you do in the Army?
I was a dental assistant for a few years, and then I went back and got my dental hygiene. So, like, honestly, super good job for the military.
Yeah.
Like, super good job. So, I mean, I went on a few missions. I actually never got deployed. My unit did, but, like, in a dental unit, they just take a few dentists, a few hygienists, a few assistants. And I was not, I just got married, so I was like, not, hey, take me. I was like, hey, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'll chill here.
You want to switch? I'll stay here.
Over here.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but I mean, I went to El Salvador, Dominican Republic, and then, I mean, all around the States, really.
Yeah.
I was away from my husband for a few months. I mean, so I got a good taste of it,
Yeah.
but not super hardcore. I mean, it was reserved, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's still not bad, though, because you're still out serving good. You're out doing something that, that is supposed to be done as far as us as the United States going out and helping people. you know?
Honestly, it was super cool. Like, those missions that they send you on, I mean, they actually are service missions, but you can't really call them that when you're there. But really, it's just like creating a relationship with that country and doing good for them so that we all stay on each other's good side.
For sure.
But it's, I mean, the countries we go and help really need the help.
For
so
sure.
it was way eye-opening for me.
Uh-huh.
Like, when I first went to my first third world country, El Salvador, I was like, what? There is a cow just, like, roaming the streets, so skinny, like, you could see each rib, and I was just like, and then they're like, you guys want pizza? And they put meat on this pizza. Oh, like, I'm not eating that pizza. I don't trust the meat here. They're not fat enough. Like, it freaked me out. But honestly, when I came home, I just felt so blessed. Like,
for sure.
I was in a tiny apartment in Logan, and I was like, oh, so nice. There's carpet, have a vacuum.
Guys,
simple things you take.
Yes,
electricity and everything like that. So.
Seriously. So, I mean, I learned a lot from the military, but.
It's awesome. So, how was the Dominican Republic? Like, I'm a huge fan of Dominicans.
I'm not gonna
It's being
lie.
Latino and everything. Like, Dominicans are
And, like,
freaking
baseball,
awesome. Yeah, baseball. Like, come on.
Dude, I love Dominican.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought it was super cool. I mean, the people there. Okay, you want to know something real? Okay, so the people in El Salvador are a little tougher
Oh, for sure.
than Dominican.
Oh, for sure.
We went to Dominican and like you give them a shot, you know, we're doing dental work. They'd be freaking out. In El Salvador, they just lay there and like tears would be falling, but they wouldn't show it at all.
Emotion,
But in
right?
Dominican, yeah. But I love like the kids in Dominican. They were so fun, just always like throwing a baseball. I mean, it was better food I thought than El Salvador.
Yeah, Dominican
little
food's
bit
really
better.
good. Dominican
Yeah.
food's really, really good. So.
Yeah, it was a good time, but yeah, they
that's
aren't
awesome.
as tough as the El Salvadorians. I don't know how.
Yeah.
If you had to boil it down to one major thing you could take away from your trip going to see these places and joining the Army, what's like the biggest point that you took from all of that?
I would say, honestly, like gratitude. Just being able to see what we have here
Yeah.
and knowing that what the United States does, like, it offers us so much opportunity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you go there and they don't have the kind of opportunity we have. But when we're raised here, we don't really understand that
Yeah.
until we go out and see it.
No,
yeah, that's
for sure.
true. I think you could in America you could literally do anything that you wanted to do.
You really can. You kind of come back feeling that way. Like, why can't I do that?
Yeah.
You know, why can't I freaking build my own company and start a podcast
Yeah,
and talk
no,
to
for
millions
sure.
of people?
Yeah.
Like, you can do anything.
No,
Yeah,
for
that's
sure.
true.
Well, and I get that too. Like even like growing up, like me growing up here, and you know having my dad coming from Mexico and everything like that, and you know we struggled for a lot of years. Like we by any means do we not come from money. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember there's some times that we had to take cold showers because, or you had to boil it on the stove because we couldn't. You know, my parents couldn't pay the gas bill. Or there's
Yeah.
sometimes we ate beans and rice for a few months because that's all we could afford. You know, but I mean. We complained, and there were some times my mom and my dad would just say, you know, just be lucky for what you have. Other kids don't get this.
Yeah.
You know, and then the concept being a child, we didn't, you never really
You
get
don't
that
get it.
concept, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're still gonna complain, but as you grow older, you realize like, hey, you know, my parents were right.
And they
You
worked
know?
freaking
And they
hard
worked,
for us.
yeah, and they worked their
Yeah.
asses off
Yeah.
for us, you know, and then we learn to appreciate exactly our surroundings and what we actually have, and then we grow to learn to be. I mean, I think what our parents were trying to do is teach us a life lesson there,
Yeah.
but also basically grow us to be humble and kind too.
Totally.
You know, and to see people who are lower aspects of life and who are down on themselves and everything. I mean, that gives us the power as leaders to go up and say, hey, you know, stick out your
Yeah.
hand and say, hey, let me help you. You know.
Honestly, I'm glad, like, my family, we grew up really poor too. I mean, they're fine now.
Yeah.
But when
Yeah.
I was young, you know, it was struggles. And honestly, I'm so glad
Yeah.
that we came from struggles and we were poor and, you know, have some assistance
exactly.
here and there. Because
Yeah.
it really helps you kind of get your head on straight
No, for sure.
and make decisions differently in your
Mhm.
own life. To
No.
kind of, like, stay clear of that, but also be willing to help other people.
Oh, guaranteed. No,
Yeah.
for sure. You know, just that whole concept of I don't want to do that. I want to do everything I can to be away from that.
Yeah.
But I want to be in the situation to where if someone is like that, I want to say, hey, what can I do to help you?
Yeah.
No, I like that. No, and that's totally the truth of how things go. So with being in the Army and everything like that, like where have you grown from then? You know?
So, I mean, I guess, like, I don't even know. There's so much that I learned in the Army, but there's also, like, you have to realize, you know, I can sit here and say how amazing it was, but
Yeah.
it was freaking hard,
No,
too.
for sure.
And, like, people were awful.
Yeah.
People were horribly mean. Like, the leadership in the Army, the goal is to break you down,
Yeah.
to make you feel like you're nothing.
Yeah.
That way they can build you up and make you feel like you can do some stuff.
Yeah.
So I think the best thing was just being broken down,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, kind of just, I stayed under the radar. Like
Yeah.
at basic training specifically, I was like, you just do your crap and you just be quiet about it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just how you kind of get through it. I'm like, I can shine later.
Yeah.
Not at basic training.
No.
Heck no. So honestly, like, just being able to realize that you can get to your bottom, breaking point,
Yeah.
and it's okay. Like, you can become better because of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was really good for me too to be away from, like, my husband,
Mhm.
so I can appreciate him more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff I learned in that, but I mean, they're all things I'll just kind of always cherish.
Yeah.
and remember the bad times too.
No, for
You
sure.
kind of forget about the bad times when you're done. You're like, it's cool, it's cool. So, yeah, I mean, I've been done for a couple of years now.
That's good though.
But I mean, I enjoy not being in anymore.
Yeah.
But there's a part of me that misses the like unity. I had an awesome, like my unit was totally awesome. I love them forever.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still like call them my unit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm not even in the Army anymore.
Yeah.
But like, there's a special kind of bond and family that you
just can't forget.
You can't.
No.
When you're in crap moments and the
Yeah.
people around you, you just kind of they make you.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
for sure. Well, especially with the guys that I've known that who've gone out and done tours and everything like that. Like, your
Absolutely.
unit's your family. I mean, it doesn't matter if you went and done tours or you're doing service missions or anything like that. Like, that's your family.
Yeah.
When shit goes south, that's who has your
That's
back.
who you can count on.
You know what I
Even
mean?
now, if
Yeah.
something were to happen, my unit would be right there.
Yeah.
Right there. And I'm like, that's just, I mean, that is family.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Especially with, Veterans Day being
Yeah.
yesterday. It's like,
No.
I'm reflecting upon it a little bit more, but
So coming back and when you finally got out of the Army and you were able to settle down, you have your family and everything, what does that life look like? Like, what's the starting point after the Army?
well, I've been, okay, I mean, it's been a kind of weird few years. Like, I mean, me and my husband have been married for 8 years. We have almost 3-year-olds, so we were married for 5 years without kids. I worked really hard. I was a dental assistant for 7 years civilian side, and I got paid dang good. That's what happens when you work hard,
Yeah,
guys. Like,
that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know any assistants that made as much as I did. But
Take note, everybody. Work hard, get your shit done, make more money. That's all we're
it
about
is
here.
true. It is true.
Secret to success
So-
right there. There is
Fact
no
of the
other
matter,
secret.
though, like when I had the twins, I definitely thought I was going to be a working mom,
Yeah.
and so that was kind of weird. I mean, I'd always worked, and then I had my twins, and I was like, I'm never leaving that. And I never thought I would go through that at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not a kid person.
Yeah.
I've never been. I never wanted kids, for real.
Yeah.
And then when I had them, it's just like everything changed. But there was still part of me that like needed something for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for me, that's where my business kind of comes into play. My Rodan Fields business is I needed something that was my own, because when you're not just a mom, like that's really an important job.
Yeah.
Okay, it's super important. But like, man, it's hard to not have an outlet for yourself.
Yeah.
You can lose yourself.
No, for sure.
And I mean, I've been through like depression and anxiety and I mean all sorts of things, but I'm super optimistic. So I listen to a lot of good things
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
keep me, I don't know, above
You got
water.
it.
Above water, for sure.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different. I don't even know how to answer that question, just because my life is so.
It's still in that standpoint of where is everything and
Yeah.
trying to bring it up, right?
It's real weird, man. I'm
It's a
telling
box
you,
of Legos.
These,
It's what
yeah,
it is.
and
You know?
these, being a twin mom is
Yeah.
intense, like
Oh,
really
yeah.
intense. But I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. And honestly, I think twin moms are freaking amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I
Yeah.
might not say I'm amazing, but I'm like every other twin mom. I'm like, you go, girl.
Yeah. Well, I mean, twin moms in general, but twin boys, like.
Oh,
Like,
you guys
let's
don't even know.
let's get on that concept of just twin boys, right?
Yes. Do you know Brittany Carr? Or
Yeah.
Colton and
Brittany and Cole, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so one time I babysat their 2-year-old twins with my 2-year-old twins. They're like a month apart.
Yeah.
You know. They were so easy. It like ticked me off. I was like, why are my boys so hard? But it's a boy girl. I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe it's that. I mean,
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe has that equal balance, right?
So I'm like, Brittany, your kids are easy. She's like, no, they're not. I'm like, yeah, I would never let you babysit my kids because you would be like, take them. I mean, they're really fun though.
No,
but I'm
for
like,
sure.
girl, no. They're adorable, but yeah.
And I think that's the problem with like twin boys, right? Is like, you don't have that girl aspect to be like, okay, no, we can't do that. Mom's gonna get mad.
Oh, no.
Twin boys are like, do it. So let's see what happens.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do it. Let's see what happens, right?
Every other week they take turns. Caleb will drive me crazy one week. Jensen is driving me crazy this week.
That's awesome. That's funny.
It's insane.
So, how'd you get on the standpoint of doing this Rodan Fields?
Okay, yeah, it's kind of a weird story because I never thought I was going to do direct sales. Like,
Yeah.
I've always been like, about that.
Yeah.
And so, but actually I've always had acne.
Mhm.
And so, like a year and a half ago, it was so bad my face would throb when I go to bed at night. So it was like real bad. Oh boy.
Oh, wow.
Unprofessional. My
No,
phone's going
no,
off.
you're good. No worries.
Anyway, so it was just real bad. And I
Yeah.
was at the point where I'm like, I've got to do something. And I was too embarrassed to reach out to my friend and be like, hey, I've seen you post about your skincare.
Yeah.
And I'm approaching 30 and I have acne still. But she actually messaged me and was like, can I send you a mini facial? So basically I tried it and I was like, all right, what do I got to do?
Yeah.
Sign me up. I
So
mean,
kind of got hooked, right?
yeah, like, but I signed up as a customer. Because
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to do the
Yeah.
I don't ever want to do direct sales. No.
I think that scares a lot of people. They
Yeah.
really don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Explain direct sales a little bit, what
So
you do.
basically, what direct sales is you're selling a product that you love, whatever, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't love it, don't sell it.
No, if you don't
You're not
believe in it,
sold,
don't
you
sell
won't
it,
sell
right?
it, yeah.
Absolutely. Instead of basically going to Walmart and buying, your skincare or whatever, you buy from a friend who has their own company. So it's just not a corporate level; it's more of a personal level.
Yeah.
So you're able to actually help people. Like people who order from me, look, that helps me stay home with my babies. Like
Yeah.
that is a big deal for me.
No, for sure.
So anyhow, like I actually took a few months to be kind of talked into it,
Mhm.
and I did lots of research. I think if you're going to join any company, direct sales, network marketing, anything online based,
Mhm.
do your research, make sure you're comfortable with it, you know what you're selling, and you know the facts.
Yeah.
And you know your payment plans and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know the brand.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
brand is, we are the #1 skincare brand of North America,
Mm.
so us and Canada. So I was like, I feel pretty comfortable.
Yeah,
The
for sure.
proactive doctors, like I feel like you just need to feel very, very comfortable
Yeah.
with what you are going to jump into and put your name on. For me, I was like, I'm not putting my name on anything that
Yeah.
I don't absolutely believe in.
No, for sure.
And so, yeah, I started my business. I actually leveled up really fast in the business. I actually got my business kit reimbursed.
Oh wow.
I don't know if
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking
we-
about.
Okay.
We know what you're talking. We know what you're
yeah,
talking
so
about.
it doesn't happen
Yeah.
a ton. It's actually like really, I think it's like maybe 3% of all consultants.
Get their
Kinda
business
get to
kid.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think a big part of that though is having good leadership up from the top
Yeah.
Oh,
to
totally.
train you and give you support because that's not an easy
Absolutely.
thing to do. So
Yeah, we've got great leadership on my team for sure. But yeah, I've done really, really well with that. And I mean, you have to realize that you're going to be told no,
Yeah.
and people are going to make fun of you
Mhm.
behind your back.
yeah,
But honestly, they don't pay your bills, so
No.
who cares?
Yeah.
And if you really believe in the products and you stay consistent, you will be successful. But if you don't,
Yeah.
you're not going to be successful. It's
No.
crazy how that works.
But I think with that aspect of how that mindset goes, I think that entails not just being in direct sales, right?
Yeah.
That's being at your job no matter what it is, being in sales no matter what it is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, because when I worked for, I worked for Biggest for 10 years.
Yeah.
A long time, right out of high school. That's where I started. I started as a tire tech, was a tire tech for 4 months, and then became a salesman, and then later on kind of worked my way up and everything like that. But everyone would kind of give me shit, like all my friends, like they're like, and when one buddy says, the thing I like about you is that you get into something and you're headed and you're headstrong and you just believe in it. That's because being a salesman, you have to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter what product it is, and even if you move on from one product to a different product, you're still not going to bash that other product, right?
Yep.
So you're gonna still believe in those things because that's how your persona is. That's how you kind of let people to believe that's who you are, and that
Yeah.
is who you are. And I think being at Big O, I did fairly well because I believed in who we were. I believed in the product. I believed in our services. I believed
brand
in
culture,
the culture and
yeah,
everything,
for sure.
And I think being just you as a person
Yeah.
and implying that personality in a sales personality, I think that's why people make it better than other people.
For sure. If you're not yourself,
Yeah.
people aren't going to believe it.
No.
So you have to absolutely do what you feel is right
Yeah.
all the time.
For
I've been in
sure.
sales too. Like I worked at Harley Davidson for a while.
Yeah.
I worked at Buckle. Look, I'm always at Buckle. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm there like every year for Christmas. I'll always be in some type of sales, but I like totally believe in the products.
Yeah.
And I'm myself when I sell. I'm not
Yeah.
trying to like back anyone into a corner and be
No,
like,
for
buy
sure.
my products. Like, no way, man. I want you to buy them and I want you to feel good about it. And
well, the old saying goes, scared money don't make money. So if you make people scared to
Yeah.
buy from you, they're not going to buy from you.
I want them
right?
to be repeat customers, not just one-time customers,
No,
for
for
sure.
sure.
And if you have a product that's going to help them, there's no easier sell than that. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's going to help you, you know?
Yeah.
Well, in ours, like my company, we have 60-day empty bottle money-back guarantee on everything, even business kits. So even when I have 27 business partners, and even when they get their kits, I'm like, guess what? You're good. You got 60 days to make sure this is for you.
Yeah.
Because for me, that was really important.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. I joined my business without my husband knowing.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so he was backpacking. But this is the thing about that. Let me just tell you. You shouldn't let anyone tell you what you can and can't do.
No, for sure.
Even
of course.
if it's, I love my husband so much, and I'm so grateful for him, but I was not going to let him
dictate.
No.
What you
I was
did.
like, I know you don't want me to do this, but I want to do this, and I feel like if you feel strongly about something, you need to pursue it,
Yeah.
no matter what it is, and don't feel scared about hurting people's feelings. You just got to do what your gut's telling you to do. And so, I mean, a lot of times when I tell people now, I'm like, if you're going to join, talk to your husband, make sure everything's cool with that.
Yeah.
But in all reality, I'm like, if you feel strong enough about it, and you're smart, you're
Yeah.
a smart person,
Yeah.
you do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And guess what? Alex is pretty glad that I'm doing it.
Yeah.
now, so.
He's like, I see the money rolling in. So
Yeah,
he's
I was
like,
like, okay, cool.
All right.
I've dealt with a similar thing myself, and it's funny that we're bringing up this topic because what opened up my mind to mindset and motivation, being open-minded towards having anything that I possibly want, was through network marketing and direct
Yeah.
sales.
I mean, it's a really cool community.
no,
Yeah,
for
it is.
sure.
I feel like everyone's there to like lift you up.
Mm-hmm.
I think as a business model, it's probably my favorite too, right?
Yeah.
Because we can all go to work and we can work 40 hours a week and we
Yeah.
get the same check week in and week out. With this type of like business model, it's unlimited to what you can make.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
you can be a millionaire. Or you
But
can
you
make
have to be
$400 a month.
like you have to be motivated to do
Yeah.
it.
Well, and dedicated.
It's not
you
a
have
get
to be
rich
dedicated.
quick
No.
scheme.
Yeah.
Well, and I think
and
that,
everyone thinks
I
that.
think that's a
They're like,
misconception,
yeah.
right?
And like
Everyone
the
thinks that's
only
what it
people
is.
that get rich quick, it's because they're working their asses off.
No, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that goes in perfectly with Relentless Empire, right?
No, for
they're
sure.
making the calls, they're building their lists, they're growing their network, they're reaching out to people. And let's just be honest, that's super uncomfortable.
Yeah, it
It
is.
It's harder to approach people about, but at the same time, if you have a product that's going to help someone,
Yeah.
it's the easiest sell in the world if you can show them the benefits.
Oh, for sure. And just being yourself too. And like and with me, like I don't, I'm not in direct marketing or anything, or all that stuff.
It's okay to say that. It's
I know.
crazy, but it's
crazy. But I'm not in it. I like the concept of it. I'm not in it, but I love the concept of it because working hard and doing what you got to do to build who you want to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
And making that phone call, it's not easy. Even at my day job, I'm a collision estimator. So I have to make follow-ups on estimates that are right, and it's taken me a while.
4,000
Yeah,
sources.
yeah, it's like, so your bill's gonna be like $6,900, man. So like, how do you want to pay for this? You want to pay out of pocket, or do you want to go?
Is that going to be cash or
Yeah, yeah.
Who's
what
got
I mean?
my money?
Yeah, so like, and that's fairly uncomfortable, especially in a little small town like Heber, right? So these are like golden boys who've been there for 40, their family's been there for 50, 60 years,
Yeah.
and it's
You're
like, it's
coming
like,
in.
yeah, and I'm coming in like this kid, and I think my whole thing of doing well up there is coming from Payson, coming
Yeah.
from a small town.
Yeah.
So like, oh, he's from a small town. He knows how it is up here. So like, I go to the gas station every morning. I get a coffee. I know everybody at the gas station. Hey, what's up? I have people come in and talk to me and everything like that. But still, making that follow up call is super uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Even now, like I still don't like it because I hate bugging people.
Yeah.
I'm not a beggar,
Do
right?
you know what I tell people?
So
If you feel like you're bugging people,
Yeah.
you probably are.
exactly, that's what I'm
So,
saying.
I mean, like honestly, that's one thing to remember. That's why you have to be yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Because you're not bugging
No.
me. You're
No.
not bugging anyone. But that
Yeah.
perspective of being like, gosh, I don't want to bug them.
Yeah.
I had to get over that.
No, for sure.
My first couple of months. You think anyone
Yeah.
said anything back to me on Messenger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No.
probably not a lot. Not a lot.
They read it was like,
Yeah.
aside.
And now when you're consistent with
Yeah.
something, now they're like, oh, hey,
Oh,
I
for sure.
actually been meaning to ask you about this. But, I
Yeah.
mean, at first it's hard.
No,
Yeah.
for sure.
Especially in my line of work too, because I got to call people about their debt.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's like, listen, I know you messed up. You got 25 grand in credit card debt,
Oh,
but this is what I'm gonna do for you.
that's...
And I think that's the terminology, right?
Yeah.
It's the fact that people want to hear, this is what I can do. They don't want to hear. They don't want to hear what the company can do. They want to hear, this is what I can do for you. Well, come down and sit with me. Let's talk about it. Let's see what I can do for you. And I think that's where I've kind of turned up, kind of switched up things on as far as how I speak, because I've gotten a lot of people coming back.
Yeah.
Well, let me do this for you. Let me do this for you. Give me your claim number. Give me your insurance company. Who's the adjuster? Give me that phone number, and I'll take care of everything.
Yeah.
And once they hear that you're going to take care of everything, it's like their weight's lifted off their shoulders, and I think that's the biggest thing for them. So once I've kind of put that into my persona and how I talk and how I kind of my body language and everything like that, it's just being more consistent now.
Yeah, and I think it just comes down to being human, man.
No, for
There's
sure.
nothing better than just being a human.
Like relationships.
Yeah, and just sympathize with someone. We're all human. We all feel the same emotions.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hey, if you have this problem, let's talk about your problem. Why are you in this situation? What can I do to help get you out of this situation? I know it sucks, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Whether you have acne or you crashed your car, or you racked up the credit cards, or
my stuff sounds pretty cheap now when we're talking about it. I'm like, hey, I mean, I think I could probably afford some skincare.
A big thing that you have going for you though is the money back guarantee. That's huge.
Totally. Honestly, let me be honest, that was one of the biggest reasons I thought, okay, I think I can do this business.
Yeah.
You have absolutely nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Nothing. If you call and you want to return something, they're not going to be like, why are you returning it?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, let's go ahead and get you taken care of. And I feel really grateful to be in a company that has that kind of confidence,
in their product, right?
Totally. Yeah. I mean, even their business.
I mean, it's 60 days. Like, that's 2 whole months.
I made my money back already in 60 days of my business, and then I made,
and then some,
and then I got more. I'm like, no, but you have to work hard. It's not easy. Just
so
like
I don't know if you know this or not, but I've dabbled a lot with Isogenics. I don't know if you've heard of them at all.
I have.
But it is actually a 30-day money back guarantee.
Yeah.
So if you're not fully satisfied at the end of those 30 days, you can send all your bottles, everything back. And
Isn't it a different company name? Isn't the name a different company?
No, it's Isogenics.
Okay, I thought it they changed their name.
No.
Okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Good to know. Good to know. No, it's really good to have guarantees for sure. But I think it comes down to what you're saying is absolutely relationships. Because if you can't have a genuine relationship with someone, you have no business selling anything. I mean, even talking to anyone else. If you're only worried about yourself.
I think that's a big part to going into selling products like this, right? Instead of reaching out to someone who's like, hey, buy this from me. I know you want it. It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, how's it going? Hey, I trust you, and I have something that I want to help you with. Are you open to just taking a look? I mean, you don't have to do anything.
Well, and just the general aspect of sales is people don't buy off money. Sure, certain people do buy off money. If they got a lot of money, they're buying off money. That's just how the nature goes. I mean, I've dealt with very high clientele up in Salt Lake who drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Porsches and G-Wagons and stuff like that. Sometimes they're like, okay, that's what it is. Okay, cool. They'll give you your keys, and they don't give a shit. They don't care what your name is. And sometimes they're like, oh, hey, what's going on? What can you hook me up with? This, and that, But it's just people buy from people. That's just how nature works. Is if they feel comfortable with you and you're not bugging them, or they don't feel like you're bugging them and being pushy, then they're like, okay, well, tell me what you got.
That's why I like going to Provo Buckle.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I mean, I love Buckle, but I go to Provo Buckle. When I lived in Logan, I went to Provo Buckle.
Oh, you drove.
Well, I gotta go to Payson anyway.
Yeah, I mean,
you're
not wrong. I'll
definitely go to the Provo one because I feel like they totally emulate that.
Yeah.
You go to places that you feel like they care about you
as
a person.
Let's just be real. You could go into Buckle and spend $500 for
Oh, easy. Easy.
I think the highest one I've ever checked out was I think it was $1,900.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and never judge people because I definitely, when they came in, I was like, oh, they're not gonna buy anything.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I was like, dang. So yeah, I mean, you can
swipe. You know what I mean? And that's my thing. And I've had to deal with that a lot, especially in the tire industry and service industry of all that things, because that stuff starts to rack up. You got a set of tires for a truck that's $900, $1,000. Sometimes it's $2,000 for a set, And then you got brakes, rotors and all this stuff. And I went out to this customer that was a '94 Honda Civic, and it needed 4 new tires, it needed brakes all the way around, it needed front end work, it needed alignment. Need a couple things. I'm like, okay,
you gotta rebuild this.
I'm like, it's gonna be like $2,200, and the guy's like, okay, get it done. And I'm like, wait, what?
You're like, I would just sell the car
and
buy a new one.
I was like, $2,200. I'm like, he's like, I know you're a little surprised, but he's like, we've had that car. It's been a reliable car. It's gonna be a reliable car for my daughter who's 16. I don't want her driving. This is why I brought it in. done deal. Let's get it done. Let's get you taken care of. Let's get you out the door.
Yeah.
You know, and those are the people who are just like, who are so appreciative because you're giving them the information.
Yeah.
You're giving them saying, hey, I'm so grateful you told me I needed all these things. Let's get it done. I want my family to be safe.
Yep.
You know, and I think doing that and being who you are and actually caring for to people and how you sell things.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes a better salesman than
Totally.
freaking the whole persona of slick back, you know,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like raunchy ass suit and everything like that. I mean, that's what people think how salesmen are because I mean, back in the day when they're walking down the door, I mean, that's what they were. But you know,
yeah, I mean, you kind of learn when you are selling things to not judge people.
Yeah.
Like really, at first it's like, oh, you know, they're not gonna buy anything, whatever. You do not know, and it's not your decision to like make that for them.
No.
Even like when it comes to people joining my business, like a lot of times it's scary to ask if they even want to know more. But it's like, listen, I would be so rude to not even like mention it to them.
Yeah.
Because maybe that's what they need.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are really scared in that situation that they don't have the skill set to do that. But I think what people lack in skill set, like the personality can make up for it.
Oh, for sure.
And you just learn as you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the best thing about sales is that fake it till you make it, guys. Like, I mean, that's just how it is. I
And
mean,
you're not alone.
And you're not alone. Everyone's been there. Everyone's
Yeah.
been to the bottom of starting out and struggling, right? And struggling to make those sales, to make your commission, to make this, to make that. You know, it's a lot. It's a very weird, different aspect of working than going out and turning wrenches or going out and, you know, scanning things and, you know, pushing it there or pushing a button on a CNC machine or, you know, or manual labor. Like manual labor is hard work.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you're in construction, you could be an asshole. You
Yeah.
know, and no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's
you
true.
just go in, you dig your hole, you got your operate what you got to
And
operate,
move on.
and you go home.
The
you know?
hard thing with like network marketing, stuff like that, I mean, when it is on you, you have to actually figure it out. But like, you're not alone. If you've got a good team, you're
Yeah.
getting set up. But you still have to find certain books to listen to help you grow, help your language. You gotta listen to podcasts. Like, you've got to get out of your own comfort zone and make some changes, or
Yeah.
you're not gonna get any better.
No.
If you just are like, oh, it's too hard, 1 month down the road, I can't do this, you know,
You're not going to get
you're
anything
not
out of
gonna
it.
do.
Yeah.
So
well.
start going on that topic there, just for people who are like not really big into mindset or really don't know much about it or just like motivation or anything
Yeah.
like that. What was your starting point like, and what did you listen to? What inspires
You know
to
what?
keep going?
I love YouTube, like motivational
YouTube's
videos
great,
on
right?
YouTube. I'm like, listen, okay, some Will Smith,
Yeah.
some Oprah,
Yeah.
you know, like some Les Brown, like there's so much content that's free.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous,
It's
right?
It's
ridiculous.
insane. Like, yeah, you can buy books and stuff too. Like, I always have a book or two that I'm listening to.
No, for
Audiobook, because I ain't got time to read.
Yeah,
I'll
I'm
fall
the same
asleep.
No, you're not
I'm the
wrong.
same way.
You're not wrong.
I will
Please.
fall asleep. I wish that I could stay awake, but I can't. So I watch videos. And you always have the choice of what stuff you're going to listen to.
What you're gonna
What
consume, yeah.
music, I mean, anything. It is your choice what you are bringing into your life.
Yeah.
So I'm just, man, when I'm driving, I don't care if my boys are with me or not. I'm going to probably be listening to a podcast that's going to hopefully make me a better person.
Yeah.
And, like, who cares if they like it or not? Hopefully, they'll learn something
Yeah.
from it as they grow
No,
up. But
for sure.
really, like, there's so many, I mean, there's podcasts, like, for gals, Rachel Hollis, actually anyone, guys, gals, whatever, Rachel Hollis is awesome. It's free, seriously, but, like, just start messing around, start searching motivational videos or vision work,
Mhm.
you know, stuff like that.
Or simply just Google how to become rich.
Yeah.
There'll
For
be a
sure.
whole
There'll be a
page.
whole list, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I mean, you can't, and for everyone out there, you can't be afraid to do those things. I know people will sit here and they'll make fun of you for doing it. They're like, "Oh, you're watching another motivational video. Like, what's going on with you? Why are you depressed?" And it's not about depression or anxiety. It's not about that. It's about making yourself better and growing a better life. So don't be afraid to step out. Go on YouTube. Hit iTunes. You know, go buy a book or, like she said, audiobooks if you're driving a lot. Don't be afraid to do those things because you're doing it to grow yourself and become a lot better as a human being. And you know what? You're gonna make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just exactly how it goes, right?
And it's okay to want money.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of people are, especially maybe in Utah, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, you know, I don't want to be like prideful with all this money. But
Yeah.
listen, you can do so much good in the world
Yeah, for sure.
when you have money. Like, when
Yeah.
you have the means to give,
Yeah.
you can give a lot more.
No, for sure.
So, everyone out there, it's okay to want money. It's
Yeah.
really okay. But what is the reason why? Why do you want the money?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
as long as you're staying true to your why and to why you want to become better,
Mm-hmm.
it's fine.
No,
Yeah.
for
You're
sure.
not
I
going to
love
go
it.
to hell.
No.
I promise.
But in that too,
Right.
I mean, in that too, if you're helping people and you're making all this money to help people, right? It's okay to be a little selfish at sometimes.
Totally.
So if you're making a shit ton of money and you have enough money, and you can go buy a brand new Lamborghini, go buy that shit. Because I'll tell you this right now, I ain't never seen anyone freaking crying a Lamborghini or a
Yeah.
Ferrari. If they're crying, it's fucking tears of joy. Right?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Totally.
But I mean, don't let anyone discourage
Well, and that, by you doing something good for yourself like that, that
Yeah.
might be someone else's vision. That might
Yeah.
be someone else's, the fire inside them saying,
Mhm.
you know what, if Ben can drive that Lamborghini,
you. Yeah.
I think I can maybe get a Benz.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too. Like, I mean, we get this concept of not idolizing people, right? You don't idolize people. This is not. He's not God, or he's not this, or he's not that. I think coming into that mindset and breaking that mindset is, you don't have to idolize somebody, right? But you can look up to somebody and be like, you know what? I want to be like him someday. You know, he came from here and now he's cleared the hell up here, and I'm still clear the hell down here.
Yeah.
So I want to know what he's doing to be there.
Why
Exactly.
wouldn't you take that opportunity to learn?
No, for sure.
Yeah.
That's my thing.
I
I
totally
find
agree.
it funny how even like with professional athletes, you're like, oh, I freaking hate that guy. Like
Yeah.
that guy can go to hell. But in reality, it's like, dude, that guy's badass.
Yeah.
I just wish he was on my team. Yeah, like what did he have to do to
Dude's
get
making
there?
coin, right?
Only people like us would actually be thinking that as they're thinking bad things about something like that. You're like, oh wait, time out.
Yeah.
They're actually like, they worked really hard.
Yeah,
I think
no,
people
for
get
sure.
like really confused with the concept of money, because money, sure, it can be evil and it can turn you evil,
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure.
but money is freedom.
Mm-hmm.
And I
If
don't know about
you
you guys,
stay
but I
true to
want
who you
freedom.
are.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
You're right.
fine.
You don't let the money change you, right? And
Yeah.
sometimes, and don't get me wrong, there'll be some times where you come into a lump sum of money and you're like, what am I gonna do with that?
Yeah.
And then sometimes you do act like a pompous asshole.
Yeah.
Shit happens,
You know,
right?
though, like
But not forgetting who you are
Yeah.
and where you come from. That's gonna help you come out from that mindset, right?
Yeah, and it's all about what you do with that money too.
Exactly.
Don't just waste it.
No.
Like so, a few weekends ago, I did a mural, and I made like $1,000 doing it. I was like, cool. How can I double my money? Like
Yeah.
$1,000 is cool. I would really like $2,000.
Yeah.
And I thought about it, and I was like, oh, I could go buy DJ gear and start doing shows and all this stuff. What it came down to is buying tickets for the GrowthCon.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, if I spend money on the GrowthCon, it's
Yeah.
going to teach me a lot of cool stuff that I can come and apply and definitely double or triple or quadruple
Oh,
that
you
money.
10x your
Yeah.
life right there.
Yeah.
Dude. You know what I mean? You're going out, you're seeing Grant Cardone, and he's out there and freaking
Yeah,
giving
there's
you
less-
all the material and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Les Brown, I got to go out to Miami and
Dude,
Denver.
I
Yeah.
literally just watched a YouTube video of his, and I was like,
Yeah,
he's
I'm pumped.
amazing.
It's going to be
Yeah.
freaking
And he
sick.
talks about that too, like people that are not going to those things to grow. That's a sad life.
No.
Yeah, and
for
I
You
sure.
should want to grow.
I think
Yeah.
we all reach a point in our life where we become like a pond with no water going in and no water coming out. We just become
Yeah.
stagnant. And we keep listening to the news and listening to all of our negative friends and all this negative feedback and all that.
Yeah.
But as soon as you start pumping positive, good content into your brain, it starts changing the way you think. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
exactly.
You start thinking, hey, maybe I can do that. Or, oh, I've been doing this wrong the whole time. I'm going to switch it up and try
Yeah.
this. I think at that point is the point in your life where you really find change.
No, for sure. Well, and then coming into most motivational stuff, and as far as videos, podcasts and everything like that. Sure, we have all the greats from who have been in the game for years, but I mean, we got up and coming guys like
Oh,
Andy
yeah.
Frisella. Like, let's talk about Andy Frisella, First Form Supplements. Like, that dude is a total freaking stud.
I don't even know about him.
You know what I mean? And the thing is that so
I feel lame.
if you guys are a little hostile in language, I mean, it is what it is. But his podcast is the MFCEO, which means he's the motherfucking CEO, and that's his podcast, and that's how he opens it.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a shit. He goes in and tells you how it is, and leaves it at that.
Yeah.
And I listen to him every morning on my way to work. I got an hour drive to work,
Yeah.
so I listen to him every morning, and like he fires me up, and I'm like, hell yeah! Like, I'm not gonna do this shit. Like, I'm gonna go out and get my money, And then you see guys who kind of gave me the motivational to kind of start Relentless Empire and keep it going. Was like Randall Pitch. Randall Pitch is from Long Beach, California. His mom's an immigrant from Vietnam, and came over when the war was coming over, and literally grew up from nothing in Long Beach, and now life, then Live Fit Apparel is huge, and he has all these. I watch his podcast, I follow his Instagram, everything like that, and he has all these like big time athletic people coming to his compound in freaking California. You know what I mean? And he's getting his money. He owns a freaking dope ass Range Rover, owns a dope ass Lamborghini, owns an Audi R8. Like he has all these things that he wants because he put his head down and he did what he had to do to provide because he didn't want to have the life that he had, right? And he didn't want his kids to have the life that he had. And he wanted, and his main thing is he wanted to give his mom something back. And that's my big thing too. Is like my parents worked their asses off for me. And they, sure, they never gave me everything I needed, but they gave me everything that, that they could, right?
Yeah.
So, I should have asked, I could have asked for a lot more things and I could have done this, but you know what? I knew the answer. It was going to be a no.
Yeah.
But either way, my parents were surprised. Us
You know what you
some
learned,
things,
though? You learned how to work for it.
You damn right we did,
Yeah. I love that crap, man. When I was 12, I really wanted an electric scooter.
Yeah.
And I freaking mowed a lot of lawns.
Yeah.
And I freaking bought that scooter. And it was...
You probably took care of it, too. Huh?
Well, no.
No,
Actually,
no.
I did until someone put it in... It was electric, so
Yeah.
put it in my grass.
Yeah.
Kaylee.
Kaylee.
Kelly, if you're listening. And the spring poster on it ruined it.
Oh,
So.
dude. Well, and that's how it was to me. Like,
But you know what? I learned an important lesson. I could work for something.
yeah.
It
Exactly.
was in my power as a 12-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm.
No,
and you're not wrong. It's like, I was into baseball, played a lot of baseball growing up. I'm fairly good in my book, I would say. A lot of people would say different, but it's fine. We're not all the best, but I wanted a new bat for the next season, and my mom's like, "Hey, you want a new bat? What bat do you want?" It's a $400 bat.
Yep.
Cool. Go work in the cherries.
Mm-hmm.
Go sort cherries. Call your uncle, ask him if you can get a job.
Yep.
Well, what'd I do? I called my uncle. I got a job. My first paycheck, it was about $400.
Perfect.
Bought me a new damn bat.
Mm-hmm.
I grew out of it the next year, but it doesn't matter. Like I worked my ass off to get something that helped me perform better as I was playing.
I did the same thing with cherries.
Yeah.
Like I had a hope. I'm like, oh man, I freaking hate this job. Like
Yeah.
worse than anything ever. But I'm like, if I work this, I can buy the beat machine and like, bam, I'm the next Jay Dilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I saved up and I bought it, and I was so excited when I got to the house. And then I was
Yeah.
like, how the hell do I use this now?
Yeah.
Cherries has like a big, we all seem to connect to Cherries. I met my husband
Yeah.
from Cherries, so,
Well,
it's
that's-
like a big part of our pace in life.
Yeah.
For sure. But but it also gave you that concept of working towards something, right? So you're like, God, I gotta freaking, I gotta sit here and sort cherries and do this,
Oh.
this thing sucks. I'm gonna
It
let you guys
totally
know.
sucks, man.
I only had to sort cherries until I was able to drive the tractor. Once I was able to drive the tractor, I was gone. I felt sorry for you bastards in there. Oh my God, sucks to be you guys.
Hey
Pass it to
man,
Judy.
I did about every single job I could in there. And nothing will teach you discipline and self-love like stacking buckets for 12 hours
That's
and 3 years.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll be
Putting
humble.
liners.
That's my friends at work. They're like, oh, I didn't want to be here today. I'm like, well, then you can be freaking sorting cherries, man. Just saying. I remember I got so fed up at one point. The boss came over. He's like, how's it going? I'm like, it's terrible, man.
It's
I'm like, can you just give me a job where I can like think and like make stuff happen? I'm not meant for this.
Yeah.
no, major respect for people who can like work the line,
Yeah.
because that made me sick.
Yeah. But that's just a stepping stone of to where we are now, right?
Yeah.
Like we started at the bottom. Like that's a bottom end job, right?
We were under the bottom. I mean that was like that was a good job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For sure.
I cleaned stalls for my grandma.
Yeah.
Horse poop, So
Let's talk about. So say you have a rough day, right? You're not getting a lot of people to sign up. You're not selling a lot of product. What keeps you going? What's your fuel? What pushes you?
honestly, when I get into stuck in a rut like that, I really will go watch a training video and I'll just try to pull my head out. Stop beating yourself from the inside and actually bring something good in, so you can be like, okay, first of all, you're not alone. Literally, if you're in sales, you're gonna have a moment where things aren't really rolling.
Yeah.
But honestly, it keeps me going to know that I've been doing it long enough now that I know that there's ebbs and flows, you know? So I realize, hey, just stay positive, and honestly, if you're still working, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It'll pay off in 6 weeks from now.
Yeah, so basically what you do is you take yourself back to the basics, right?
Oh,
So
yes.
where you first started and what videos you watched when you first started, you're like, okay, well, maybe there's something wrong
You know
with,
what's
with
hard?
my pitch, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you kind of go back and, okay, well, maybe I'd said this different, or maybe I said that different,
Yeah.
or maybe I didn't even say this.
The challenge I'm kind of going through right now is helping my business partners who I have signed,
Mm-hmm.
like, see the vision and work and, like, do the things.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't think it's, like, hard
No.
work because I've just been doing it forever.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get someone else to, like, find their vision.
Yeah.
To buy in. I think that all comes down to showing them, hey, like, why do you want to do this?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's probably good. Go back to the basics and be like, okay, so you just got to work on why
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the challenge in network marketing is getting your teammates to kind of follow
Mm-hmm.
suit.
Yeah.
And I think that all comes down to good leadership.
No.
As long as
Yeah.
you're reaching out
So
to
I'm
them
learning.
every day.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get out there, let's kill it. What are you struggling with?
Yeah.
How can I help you? You know, I think just that simple little bit of value that you could add to them could be the fuel to spark. Because once they catch on and they see the vision, they're going to be unstoppable.
But I do have to say, if you are in network marketing, direct sales, if you are not successful, it's not your upline's fault.
No.
Yeah, no,
It's your
no.
It's your fault because
Yeah.
you're not buying into the process.
And if you are successful,
Yeah.
it's not your upline's fault.
No.
Everything is you.
falls on you. Yeah.
It's not.
No, for sure.
So it really comes down to who you are as a person and how hard you're willing to work.
No, of course.
I seen a really cool picture the other day. It was like, don't like network marketing, huh? And then it was like, here's what a normal business model looks like. And it's like CEO,
Yeah.
CFOs, managers, and it just like branched down all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
And you're an employee. So next
Yeah.
time you want to give someone crap for that, just remember that.
Yeah, just remember that. No, for sure, because yeah, sure, you may sell a product for a big company, but you're your own boss.
Yeah.
You make your own hours. You do what you want to do. You know
And
what
you
I mean?
can make a lot or you can make a little.
Yeah, you could.
You
or
just
you
need
can make,
$500 a month?
Or, yeah, or you could just make enough to get you by, right? I mean,
Yep.
it's all up to you and up to your mindset and how you want to push and how you want to drive.
And I think that's a big thing for not only people in network marketing, but just people working regular jobs.
Oh, in general, for sure.
Even if you're flipping burgers or you're, whatever it is you're doing, do a kick-ass job at your job and you will advance.
Exactly.
As simple as that.
Totally.
If you're making
Yeah.
burgers at McDonald's, you're the best freaking burger flipper there. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I've never had to flip burgers because I always looked down on them. Like, I am not working in a greasy ass shop. You know what
I was
mean?
like, heck no, I would be like 700 pounds.
Yeah.
Because I'll be eating those burgers.
But and the thing, when I fell down to my lowest point, I'm like, when after high school, I kind of had some issues, and I'm like, you know what? This is where I might as well go. You know, I was grateful for my brother to get me a job at Big O because I didn't have to go do that. But I mean, I was like to the point where I'm like, you know what? A job's a job.
Yep.
You know, I'm gonna have to go make money if I want to keep doing things. You know, and that's just a mindset you need to have. Like, if you're gonna do something, do it.
Yep.
And excel at it so you can move up. Like, sure, you're gonna start as a burger flipper, right?
Yeah,
But you're going from a burger flipper to a manager, right?
Yeah,
and then a manager to a general manager, you know?
And I think you always need to have the mindset of don't get too comfortable in that position.
No.
Don't
You know-
be scared of opportunity. Because opportunity, even as scary as it may be, or you're getting out of your comfort zone, that is going to take you to your next level.
this
Exactly.
is super funny. But the other day I was listening to Dave Ramsey's podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys ever listen to him?
I listen to him
I listen a
sometimes.
little bit, yeah.
Okay, I actually love him. He's like tough love and like, I'm like, yeah, debt free. Like, I love that.
I love his.
But he was talking
better
to
than
a
I
guy.
deserve.
Yeah, better than I deserve. Yeah. So he was talking to this guy who actually started at KFC as like a freaking dishwasher or something like that. And the guy stayed with KFC his whole career, and he was worth $2.9 million. And he never had a college degree. Like, he literally just worked hard through KFC, and I was like, dang!
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what you do, just do it the best you can.
exactly.
Yeah.
And be smart.
And shine. Be smart. That's
Just
right.
be smart.
Be
Be
smart,
smart.
be humble, don't be a douchebag.
You don't want Jimmy here calling you saying, hey, you got 25 grand in credit card debt. You don't want that to
Yeah,
happen.
exactly.
No.
And I will call you because that's what we do in Mount America. We'll
Yeah.
send you money. Unless you got like super bad credit, then I might not be able to help you. But I can at least advise you and give you some guidance on where you need to go.
But no, I think as far as leadership goes, I mean, if we want to step into that concept, and I've kind of fell off of this because, you know, I've had some kind of things happen, and then you just kind of lose that mindset, right? Every morning I'd text Jimmy, you know, our boy Trevor, our boy Johnny. We're in a group text, and I text them, hey, it's if it's Tuesday, it's terrific Tuesday, or I'll get a nice motivational, you know, aspect of what starts, you know, with the word T or W, you know, so on and so forth, and I'll give the explanation, and then I write, you know, let's go out and kill it. If you guys need anything, if you guys need an upper, hit me up, and then Jimmy will respond with a big thing, and then the two guys that we have underneath us are like, oh hell yeah, awesome, great, let's kill it out here tonight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
I think doing something like that, maybe you can take that aspect into your
that's
team.
super
you know
cool.
what I mean?
love that. Like,
Just say, hey, if you guys are struggling, hit me up, let me know. If we need to meet for coffee, or you need to come to my house, let's figure this out. You know,
Don't be distant.
Yeah.
Feel free to reach out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like if I'm having a hard time and I'm having a hard time to keeping my mindset right, first person I call is my mom, because that's my mom, right?
Yes.
My mom's gonna tell me straight.
Mm-hmm.
She'll be a little nice about it, but she's gonna tell me straight. I need some tough love. I'm calling Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, look here, you stupid son of a bitch. Like, hey,
Get your shit together.
get your shit
man.
together.
Come on.
Let's do something. Let's move it forward, right? I mean, he's giving it to me straight, and I'm like, okay, I had the softness from my mom. I got the hardness from Jimmy, so now I'm back on track.
Yeah.
Boom, now I can keep going.
Yeah.
Now I can grind. Now
But
I
you know
can
what's cool is that you
level
do
up.
that.
Yeah.
When you recognize that you need something,
Yeah.
you do it.
And I
That's
think,
special.
well, and I think it's a hard thing for a lot of people in sales, and especially in network marketing. They're failing, but they don't know how to ask for help, right?
Yeah.
Or even just in general. So if you're failing at your job and you don't know how to ask for help to become better, don't think of it as a sign of weakness, because it's not.
No.
Ask for help. Get that guidance. Then once you have that guidance, take from what you learn from that and move forward, and not just downward. I mean upward. Climb those stairs. Go all the way to the top, and make money.
And I think no matter what problem you have, there's always someone who's going to be able to assist you with that problem.
Yeah.
So if you're scared to reach out and you really don't know something, you shouldn't be scared in the first place.
No.
Because we're all here to learn, we're all here to grow. And you have people, and there's people in your surroundings who have done the same thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
Just ask them.
Yeah.
Don't be scared.
Even if they're like, I've got people in my business who are making like hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You know what? I've actually reached out to them and they're super willing to help.
Yeah.
If you're willing to work, people are willing to help you.
Yeah.
Even
for
the
sure.
big dogs. If they're good people.
I think
They're good people, yeah.
you determine your success, but you also shouldn't be scared to ask for help.
No.
Yeah. It's okay to be vulnerable. It
It is.
really is. There's
No,
a book
you-
called Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. And I'm reading it right now. And it really is. It's really, really good to be vulnerable and show people that you're real.
Yeah.
That's why if you go on like my Instagram, I'm not all beautiful, okay? Things are ugly.
Yeah.
I struggle so hard, like on the daily. I really do. But you know what? I'm working hard and I'm trying to become better.
Yeah. But
But
that's a
I
part
am
of
not
life,
gonna
though,
fake
right?
it. I'm
No.
not gonna fake it.
And I think sometimes you can pull more value out of that than someone who's just posting. the
I know, and
highlights.
I'm like,
sure.
oh man, I wish it was so beautiful, but I'm also like, that's not me.
Yeah.
I'm just like real, and you know what? My freaking kids are pooping in the backyard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you know what I mean?
I know what you
It's
mean.
real. So then when another mom's going through that crap, literally,
Yeah.
then they can be like, ah, Megan's been through
Yeah.
that, and she's still alive.
Yeah.
And her kids are still alive.
Yeah, for sure.
So yeah, be real with people. They love that.
No, for sure. And then I think, and that comes back to the concept of people buying for people. If they know who you are and they can see that, you know what, this is me at the they see at the grocery store, you're in sweats and you're in a hoodie, you look like shit, right?
Best
For one
part of
thing.
living outside of Payson. 'Cause I don't care.
You don't see all the
Yeah,
Jacks
just-
at Walmart.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So and people are like, oh hey, what's up? Yeah, and say you're at that level, right? You're at that high level, and people see you to where they're like, oh, he's just like me.
Yeah.
No, I am just like you. It doesn't matter how much money I have. I am just like you.
I may have just worked a little bit
Yeah.
more intense the
Yeah.
last few years.
No, for sure. And then that's just how things are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's show your real self and be your real self.
Yeah.
And
I know a lot of super rich people who are super cool.
No,
and
for
super
sure.
real and so giving.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
So giving. So
I think success though, people want to portray it as this like beautiful thing that is super easy to get. But success is dirty, man.
No, it is.
It's down and dirty. You're going to be depressed. You're going to have your highs. You're going to have your lows. Some days you're going to want to quit. Some days you're going to want to burn everything that you've ever looked at.
You're not wrong.
But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and maybe after that 500th fell,
Yeah.
you're going to strike gold.
Yeah.
I really do love that quote. You fail your way to success. Like you really do, you guys. You don't have to be perfect.
No.
And I think it's like, not like, why is this happening to me? It's like, hey, what is this trying to teach me?
Yeah.
And as soon as you flip your mindset on that,
No, for sure.
I mean, when you think about it, some of the strongest people you know or the most motivating people you know have been through the most crap,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
Yeah.
Like when you
Yeah.
look around and you are like really loving on someone, thinking they're the best, they've been through the dirt. Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool to know
You-
that you can get better.
Yeah, I mean,
And not just better, but freaking awesome.
awesome. Oh no,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah, that's so true. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're eating pork and beans out of a can for dinner. Like, you're struggling. I get it, and I understand. I've been there. I know that whole lifestyle. But keeping your mindset, knowing that some things will get better, they will. They'll get better. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, no matter how you look at it. Sometimes you have to have that tunnel vision. Sometimes you have to block out all the bullshit everyone's saying and focus on you and focus on what you want and how you're going to get there.
And it's okay to not listen to the news.
No, and it's
Oh, yeah.
It really
yeah.
is. It's
Definitely.
okay to like block out negativity.
No, it is.
I do not, usually I don't know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, oh, you should at least know like all the politics. But I'm like, you know what?
What's the point?
What's the point?
They're not dictating my future. They're
Yeah,
not.
I'm like,
they're
I
not
actually need to
hurting
work on me, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool that you want to talk about all that.
Yeah.
But I actually want to talk about how I can be better.
No, for
And
sure.
I think a big thing we need to hit on too is, listen, no matter what you're trying to do, whether you're trying to be a professional athlete or hit it big in sales, it doesn't matter what you do, everyone's going to have an opinion on it.
Yeah.
And guess what? Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has them and they stink, man.
Yeah.
So just stick to you, stay on your grind, and you'll get whatever you want in life.
Haters are gonna hate, but the thing about haters though is
They'll come
that
back.
if you have those people, haters make you famous. I don't give a shit what anyone says. If people are hating on you, that means they're talking about you,
Yeah.
right? So your name's always in their
Oh,
mouth.
think about the Kardashians, dude. Everyone hates the
That's
Kardashians.
no shit, but look at their money though.
Right?
Like, look what they
Like,
got. I
they're-
mean,
Clearly super successful.
yeah. I mean,
Everyone, freak 4-year-olds know who they are. Come on.
they
Literally everyone.
They figured out how they were supposed to push on or literally portray
Yeah.
themselves, perfected it.
Boom.
Now you have money, right?
Fire.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, if I could make my life a reality show and I could make money off of that, I'd live my life just the way I've been
Done.
living. It'd be a done deal.
Yeah.
If I'm collecting a check being an asshole, I'll collect a check being an asshole. You know what I mean? Like,
Dude, you might be onto something.
that's what I'm saying, dude. If we're doing dumb shit like
Let's start it
Jackass,
right now.
yeah,
You could be the asshole.
dude, you could be
Me.
that. But it's like figure the show Jackass, right?
Yeah.
Those guys go out to do dumb shit all the time, and they've made a shit ton of money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
a ton
o-
of fun.
Not only did they do dumb shit, they did the dumbest, craziest shit.
That's what
Yes.
I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Literally, it just doesn't matter what you do. You just gotta do what.
Find your niche and go with it.
Yeah.
You know
Do
what I mean?
it.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared of Don't be scared of the outcome or the consequences. It's like I talk to a lot of people who are scared to go out and do things to push themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like, and I've been there before. I get it. You be scared. It's fine to be scared, but as soon
Yeah.
as you stop being scared and you go for it and you
Yeah.
break that boundary, like anything is possible.
Yeah,
Yeah, another book, 5-second Rule, Mel Robbins. Have you guys heard of that?
I haven't.
I've seen it at Barnes and Nobles.
I mean, you've probably heard of the concept.
Yeah.
It's like if you get scared to do something or you feel like you want to say something but you talk yourself out of it, you do it in the first 5 seconds. So
Yeah.
if you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. You have to act
Yeah.
at that point. And then, I mean, if you count up, you'll keep counting.
Yeah.
If you count down, there's nowhere else to go except for actually moving, doing something.
And I think that's a big point too.
It's cool.
You're not going to get anywhere unless you take action on whatever it is you want to do. You can think about it, you can stew about it. As soon as you start taking action on that thing, and the more action you give it, the better outcome you're going to get.
No, for sure, hands down. Well, the thing is too, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're not scared to strive to do something like that, why is that your dream anyways?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, pick something else.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, that's just how it
And
is.
it's okay to dream outside of your comfort zone.
No,
like
it is.
It really is okay to
Yeah.
dream bigger than you think is possible.
No, yeah.
It opens that door. It's that pathway.
Yeah.
You put that out to the universe. Hey, this is what I want.
Yeah.
You
Then
were
you can
talking
do
about
what
it the
you
other
gotta do.
day, like manifesting.
Oh yeah.
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 So, like a few nights ago, I totally was like, I couldn't sleep. So I was like, I'm gonna think of my dream house. And I did.
Yeah.
And it was exciting.
Yeah.
Did I fall asleep? Not for a while because I was busy.
Then you give
I
up.
was busy enjoying myself. But like, really, it's super cool to be able to actually, you can dream anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't you put it into action?
No, for sure.
You absolutely
Hands down.
can.
Well, and that's where a vision board comes into play, right? if you feel like you can't keep it here, write that shit
Oh,
down.
I woke up and I freaking drew out the
The floor plan?
plan. Yes,
You're like,
I
you're
did.
like, all right,
and then I was like, look, husband,
Yeah.
this is our dream house. I mean, I guess you can make a couple adjustments.
Yeah.
But we will have a pit bull, too, and he'll be gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's something really big that they go in on Young Hustlers,
Yeah.
which I think is so important. Why would you not want to write your goals down?
No, for sure.
I mean, you can think about it as soon as you put it in writing, and then you write it bigger, and you put it on your wall, and then you're waking up and looking at it every
Yeah.
morning, like, damn,
Write
I gotta
yourself
get
a
to
check.
work. Yeah.
Have you ever written yourself a check?
Yeah. Who was that? Jim Carrey.
Jim
Jim
Carrey.
Carrey wrote himself a check for $1 million.
Yep. I did it on a smaller scale.
Yeah. You're like
A little smaller.
5,000.
I was like 10,000. And I was like, that's going to be really amazing and I'll
Yeah.
feel super special. But
I do that with everything. We were in training for when I was first learning how to do my job, and they're like, how much money do you want when you retire? And everyone was like, oh, like a couple million. I was like, 500 billion.
500 billion. Did
Yeah.
you hear me?
Like, I want so much money I can just slap you with it.
Yeah. Which I mean,
And then
if
you
you're
can keep
You
it.
need
Go
trillions.
ahead.
if you're scared of the language, I'm sorry, but that's just who we are because that's who we are.
Take that money, invest
Yeah.
it. Do
And
some
do
good.
it. Or if you want to have some fuck you money, be like, here, fuck you. Like, you're gonna talk shit on me. Here's 10 grand to talk shit. You know what I mean? Like,
You're welcome.
you're welcome. Love you. Have a
You
good
just
day.
won the lottery.
Yeah. See ya. But you know, what I mean, that's the thing. Like, don't let anyone get you down
Yeah.
by any means. It doesn't matter if you're not making money or if you're making money. Who gives a shit?
Mhm.
Do you do what's best for you?
Get
Do what's
your
best for
mind
your
right.
family. Exactly. Get your
Get
mind
your
right.
mind right.
Get
and
your
you can
money
do
right,
it
get your money
anything.
right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. I
Guys,
agree.
we're coming up on like
Yes, so
almost
sorry.
2 hours here.
Shut. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's been a good 71 minutes. So
We're
we're
gonna-
just over an hour.
Yeah.
We're going to
Um,
slow this down.
Yeah. Here's the point of the podcast where I just like to ask a couple random questions. I know we're all busy. It's hard to all come here together.
Yeah.
Of course, you probably got your kids and your husband going, where the heck you at?
No, they're sleeping.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
We're good.
Perfect. I like this question just because it's kind of an off-the-wall question. On a scale from 1 to 10, how weird are you?
I'm going to say a 9. I'm
Mhm.
weird, and I'm okay with it. I'm
Me
a
too.
freaking weirdo.
I
I'm
like
alright with
weirdos. Weirdos are the
That's
best.
what it is.
I really, I enjoy it. I'm like, you know what? If you don't think you're weird, you're lying.
Yeah.
Or you're pretending that you're not.
No, for
Okay.
sure.
What's something that you think is really weird that no one knows about you that you're comfortable sharing?
Oh, shoot. Let's see here. That's like off the wall. Yeah, okay. Man, I don't know. Okay, I mean, I can wiggle my ears, which is weird. But probably
That's
not
intense.
as
I
weird.
didn't know that.
I
I've
was
known
like
you for
trying
a
to
long
teach my
time.
boys how to do that. I was like, look at this.
Look at this.
They're like, what is mom doing?
Like, Mom, what are you doing?
Man.
I'll just go ahead and share something. So for some reason, I have this weird obsession with like storm chasing. So every once in a while, when I'm bored, I'll just watch like tornado videos and be like totally cool with it, or like crazy lightning videos. Like, I want to go experience a hurricane. Why not?
I love dinosaurs.
I'm a closet comic book fan, dude. Like
Are you?
fantasy stuff like that.
You
like,
don't need to be closet
like
comics.
that's what everyone's like. I just what I am like when I'm like watching like Marvel or DC. I'm like, why aren't you following the comics? Like, what are you doing?
You ready to hear something real weird?
Yeah.
This girl's played D&D.
What?
Yeah.
Some Dungeons
Do
and
I
Dragons
know what's
like
going
that?
on?
No.
But my husband loves it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. Like in high school, people might judge you and
Yeah.
stuff, but like, who cares anymore?
That's what I'm
Right.
saying.
I feel like
I
the
don't
weirder
give a shit.
you are, the freaking cooler you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. for
I
sure.
agree. I agree. Like, hey, I'm telling you right now, hold on. Like Bill Gates, that's a weird dude. You know? But he's cool as shit. If you read some of his stuff he puts out, like he's dope. He's a cool
Yeah.
guy. He's down to earth, and he has a shit ton of money. You know,
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
He's not
Steve
so
Jobs wore a
weird.
turtleneck, freaking New Balance dad sneakers, and a pair of blue jeans.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he wore to work every day.
Yeah.
And they weren't designer. Nothing was designer. The dude wore plain shit. Weirdest dude, but had a lot of knowledge.
You know who I think the coolest, weirdest person probably in the world, in my opinion? Elon Musk.
Oh, Elon. Oh, that
Dude,
dude's
he's
that dude's
rad.
that dude's awesome.
Who is
Tesla?
Tesla Motors.
Oh, yeah.
SpaceX, the
Guys,
dude who
okay,
shoots
okay,
the rocket. Oh,
She's like,
okay.
stop attacking me. Stop
I'll
attacking
Google
me.
it later, okay? Alright?
Funny thing about Elon Musk is super weird dude, great vision. He's not the CEO of Tesla anymore. He actually got told to step down and paid $20 million. But what's $20 million for Elon?
You'd be like,
It's
alright.
probably after he shot the car into space, though.
So at least he did some cool stuff while he was at it.
He's like, you know what? I don't have a board of trustees. It's fine. I'm still collecting a paycheck.
Yeah.
Okay, another question. So, after a long day of, like, working and everything, aside from work and your family, what's one hobby you really just enjoy doing going on?
You guys, I like to crochet.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a grandma.
That's fine. Nothing wrong with that.
I like
Yeah.
Do you get your
But only in the
glasses
winter.
on too?
No, only in the winter. Like, I cannot crochet if
Rocking
it's nice
chair?
weather. No, in my bed,
Oh.
watching Netflix.
Oh, all right.
So you
Modern
made some
style.
really cool stuff. You
Oh
have
yeah, I make
blankets,
some cool
beanies.
Afghans. I make beanies. Beanies are fast, easy, fun, whatever. Like, I'm done with it in an hour. Blankets are kind of like, okay, am I over? Like, I have a short attention span. I'm like, look, I gotta be able to get this done now. So that's why I like beanies, scarves.
Yeah,
stuff like
beanies
that.
and scarves just get it done real quick, knock it out.
Yeah,
Socks. You ever knitted socks?
No, I don't knit though. Like, I mean, I guess I've made like little baby socks, but
I mean, those are socks.
No, that's rad.
little, like for preemie babies.
Oh,
like,
okay. That's still
little.
cool. That's still cool
Yeah.
though.
Okay, last question. Let's say you've put in all the work, you finally reached the point where you're like, I made it. What's the first thing that you buy?
Honestly, I would just buy my dream house and pay cash, no debt, ever.
I love that. That's how I want to buy my house too. It's like, oh, I like it. Here's the money.
But I want to like build it. I want it to be like everything I chose.
Yeah.
And if I want to upgrade it, I'm upgrading it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Treat yourself.
2018. Yes. So honestly, that's what I do.
No, I like
Awesome,
that.
guys. Awesome,
I
guys.
like
We're
that.
pushing the hour and 20-minute mark, so I'm super stoked that we could have Megan on the podcast.
No, for
Anything
sure.
else you want to add, Ben?
If you could have any advice, because I know women have a hard time being entrepreneurs themselves, right?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of women have a hard time being a stay-at-home mom and working at home. And I know a lot of women have a hard time going to work and being away from their kids and doing all that stuff. So if you could give any those women advice on how to kind of cope with that and how to kind of bring their mindset into to where you are now, you know, like,
Yeah.
like
Well,
what would you say?
With no matter where you're at, if you're the working mom, the stay-at-home mom, the entrepreneur mom, whatever, or maybe you're not even a mom yet,
Yeah.
and you really want to be a mom, just be forgiving. Just forgive yourself when you screw up, and just know that it's gonna be okay. You just gotta keep working hard, and if you really want to become a better person, you will.
Mm-hmm.
But you're gonna have moments when things aren't going right, or shoot, maybe you need some therapy. It's okay, you guys. Therapy is okay. So basically, just be forgiving. Love yourself.
Hear that, ladies? Forgive yourselves and love yourselves, and that's the biggest thing that to come from that, and even from coming from us as men or anything like that, because we've been there. We've come to the point where we've hit rock bottom. We didn't believe in ourselves and who we are, you know. And coming from a family where I grew up with 3 sisters in the home,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm a little bit more understanding, and I get it because I've seen the lowest points of how things happen, and, you know, especially with my mom and everything like that. And if you want, and like she said, if you want therapy, go get it. Go out and do it.
It'll only help you.
The whole what's the whole just aspect of negativity around mental illness and everything like that is, I feel like, it's total bullshit, and it's something that we need to focus on and perfect and literally not shame anybody. And you know, I've dealt with that. My mom deals with it. My sisters deal with it. And yeah, is it hard to deal with? Of course. Is it hard to support somebody doing that? With that, yes, it is. But you have to support them. You have to be there for them.
Yep.
So don't be scared. Don't feel like you're nothing. Don't feel like you're a freak or you're someone different. Go out and do it and seek the help and literally get back on track to literally build your life and get your life on track and go on and kill it.
Again, and that's what this whole brand is for.
Mhm.
So if there's anything that we can do, feel free to reach out at any time. We're more than willing to help you. We don't have all the answers. We don't
By
know
any
it all,
means.
but we can definitely guide you in the right direction. Anything that you need.
For sure. So, I mean, and like you said, we're just here to help. So, and I know, and we're also here to network. So,
Yeah.
if
If you guys don't want skincare, but you also just want to like be amazing,
yeah,
I know a few books.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
for
totally
sure.
here to help you too. I won't push things on you.
No, for sure.
Except for goodness.
and if you guys, and you know, I've been having this concept for a while. We might be making a page on network. It's just a straight up networking page. So whatever your business is or who you are or what you're selling, it doesn't matter if you are in network marketing. It doesn't matter if you're working for somebody or you own your own business, like,
or you're just having a hard time.
Like, there it is. We're gonna throw that stuff on the page. We're gonna throw some content on the page. You'll see us post a lot, and then you can hit us up on our Facebook page. As far as Relentless Empire, if you see us post stuff and you see us share stuff, hit us up on our personal pages. I don't care. If you need me to give you my cell phone number, like, I'm cool with that.
These guys are cool.
So, like, Jimmy's the same way. We're here to help or anything like that. So, whatever you guys need, hit us up. We'll be here for you. Megan, thank you so much for being on this podcast with us. We've had a lot of fun.
Sorry
I like
so
this.
long.
No, yeah. It's,
No, that's great.
it's the best things, though. When you lose time into conversations and everything like that,
Yeah.
that's just awesome. So.
And again, remember, guys, this is Relentless Empire. We got Megan Kelly. And stay relentless on your quest for success.
For sure, guys. Peace out.
Sure.